The Pines Event Center, now on Up North at 4's 12 Days of Christmas.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. I'm here with Julie Stieber from the Pines Event Center here in Rhinelander. Julie, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
So the Pines is a new place in Rhinelander. Many people watching probably don't know about it. So tell us what the Pines is.
Sure. We opened a new event center here in Rhinelander late this fall, and it's an opportunity for us to serve the greater northern Wisconsin community. From our research, we learned that there was a need for additional meeting space, and so we had the opportunity to find a building that worked perfectly and spent most of the spring remodeling it and getting it ready for opening.
And you have some small business roots here in Rhinelander, right? You're from Rhinelander, is that correct?
That is, yep. I grew up in Rhinelander, graduated from Rhinelander High School, and went to the University of Wisconsin River Falls. And after graduating there, I moved to Ohio and had every intention of only being there a very short time. And 31 years later, I finally had an opportunity to move back. But my family's owned a business in town since 1900, and we certainly spent a lot of time visiting Rhinelander when we were living in Ohio, and I was anxious to get back and be part of the Northwoods community.
All right, let's talk about the Pines Event Center now. Tell us what sort of events you envision having at the Pines going forward.
Yeah, thanks. So the space that we have is wonderful because it's so flexible. So we actually have two primary spaces. One is a very, very large, which you would maybe consider a typical reception space. And so in addition to the common things that you would think of, like a wedding or maybe a anniversary or birthday party, it's a great space for fundraisers, for class reunions, celebrations of life. We could even do like a speaker or a small concert here. We're talked about having wine tastings and beer tastings, but it's a space that has a lot of flexibility. So it's kind of like whatever the customer has in mind, we might be able to accommodate. And then we have a smaller room, and it's really more focused on corporate use, but we just had a small baby shower there recently, but it's a great space for meetings, trainings. Maybe you needed to do a class for an industry or a small conference even.
And where exactly is the Pines located?
So we're just outside of Rhinelander on Forest Lane, just north of the intersection of Highway K and Highway 47. If people know where the former Pine Grove Church was, that is the space that we bought. So this used to be Pine Grove Church, and we did a few tweaks and turned it into the Pines Event Center.
Thanks so much for joining us, Julie. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, I just would love anyone who's interested to have an opportunity, just let us know. They are welcome to come out. We have beautiful inside and outside spaces, and we look forward to being part of the Rhinelander community.
And quickly here, Julie, why do you think it's important for people to support local businesses and even local event spaces like yours this holiday season and going forward?
Yeah, I think people need to remind themselves once in a while that the businesses in town are not just business people. They're your neighbors, they're your children's friends, parents, they're the people you go to church with or you see out and about. And so when you're supporting local business, you're also supporting the friends and the relatives and the people that are your neighbors up in the Northwoods.
Thanks so much, Julie, for joining us on Up North at 4.
Thanks. Have a great afternoon.
Yes, and Merry Christmas.
Thanks, you too.
We'll be right back.